Amor, venga. Sí, hay una parte para spa y yo no tengo, es muy abajo. Tú tienes manos más pequeñas. Venga, venga, venga. Es una maleta allá. Eso es. No, no, eso es para ti, no es para spa.
¿Qué es eso? Serum?
Let me explain. 2 years ago, I had given Crisalida a placekeeping ring. And now that I was officially retired, or right before I got my last paycheck, I figured I would spend some money and buy her a proper ring. So that was it. My ruse was complete. Anyway, welcome. Hey, this is Tim and Crisalida. You saw Sput there in the beginning. He's from Damage Control Sailing, but we are from Paquita, SV Paquita. So welcome aboard. So we have just quit our jobs. Crisalida and I flew back from New York. We got down to Florida. You can see the boat is a wreck because we're bringing all of Crisalida's stuff on board, and she's just closed out her apartment, and now she's all happy with well, hopefully she's happy with the ring that I bought her. Anyway, so we have to bring the boat up north to Rhode Island, where we will wait for a weather window to open to cross to the Azores. And this is going to be the little story of what it was like getting up there. Oh, look at that beautiful Gulf Stream blue water. Gotta love it. We're moving right along, doing almost 9, I shouldn't say almost, we are doing 9.5 knots with only like 8 or 10 knots of wind. How is that possible? Because we had a huge boost from the Gulf Stream. And since the wind and everything else is going to die off, I'm running right into the middle of the Gulf Stream. It's going to be fine. Going to have to eventually motor the next couple days anyway. So we've got full sails out here, cruising along, nice and comfy. And what I'm really excited about, well, I'm excited about everything. Look at these beautiful new shirts. I don't know if you can see the back. Well, I'll show you the back of Crisalida's. But we got really cool shirts made up for the crossing. So I'll show you those in a minute. But you see the radar up there? It's been over a year now since I put the boat back in the water last July. The radar's never worked. And it's killed me because I knew it had to be something procedural or something like I moved some wires around, something like that. And I had always thought underneath or where the network hub is, where you tie all the boat's network together, in that general vicinity, I added more batteries. And I thought that I had done something, I'd done messing around in there, so it's possible that battery could have pulled on a wire or something like that. Anyway, it wasn't that. Apparently, when the wires come down the mast, they go down to a junction box, and then they go to a network wire cable that goes across. And I ripped apart that network box and found a broken wire, and we're working again. So I'm so proud of myself, but feeling so stupid why I didn't do this a year ago. Anyway, yeah, if I could have paid somebody $1,000, I would have to fix the radar. But you know what? Other than the time that went by, I certainly have a much more intimate knowledge of how my system works than I did before. So I'm pretty happy with that. Somebody who loves to comment on all my videos about telling me how stupid I am, is always telling me that I'm really stupid. It's an amateur move having my fenders on deck. I really should have them stowed away. And you know what? He's probably right. And my heart goes out to the guy, because I gotta tell you, I've said this in other videos too, that I don't know what it is, but it's human nature or just getting older and crotchety. I don't know what it is, but it's hard to watch videos and not say, oh, they're doing that wrong or they're doing this right. Meanwhile, we're sitting in our basement watching videos of somebody that's all the way over in the South Pacific. So they obviously are doing something right, and we're not really ones to talk about it. In this case, I used to hang the fenders on the granny bars. And the problem with hanging them on the granny bars is I can't see, but I still look through the mast. So what I do is I hang them on the side, right over here, and other than it being difficult for Crisalida to get by, and they're out of the way, but they're still up there. I used to hang them back by the, you know, where I keep the dinghy, but now with the new dinghy lift, they're not really needed for that as much. But anyway, when we are cruising along, the sun is shining. We're making a whole bunch of power, charging the batteries. It was hot and rainy yesterday, so we had all the hatches closed, and we're running the AC for about 6 hours. And now we're just charging those batteries up and making water at the same time. Cruising, life is good. Crisalida, let's see the back of your shirt. Look at that. This is going to show. It shows the east coast of the Americas. Whoop, and going over there into the Mediterranean and the whole route. I love these shirts. My daughter designed them for us, and they're pretty cool. If you guys think this is something that we should have, maybe let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can get the design to go and put it in our store down below, so you guys can get these as well. But anyway, life is good. ¿Qué tú piensas?
Ah, magnífica. Magnífica vida. Love it.
And so, no, that's not a tattoo. She went to the chiropractor the other day, and they put tape on her knee, and it's doing all kinds of stuff. It's funny. She went to the chiropractor, and they started messing with her, and they said, "Hey, did you ever have an operation or anything?" She goes, "Yeah, 20 years ago I had a motorcycle accident." And they could figure it out by how her knee moved. But she's doing good. She's gonna be all set. My motorcycle mama, grandmama. But as you can see, we got the life raft there, and I put the hydrostatic release on there. I'm still playing with my preventer, although I probably have to play with it more as the wind changes and becomes more. It's more of a broad reach right now, so it's not really that big an issue, as you can see here. But life is good. I'm trying my hand at growing some tomatoes. We got some cherry tomatoes there. And if I can, I want to bring them. I don't know if they're going to last in the wind and the waves and the transatlantic crossing, but the idea is that I train them up and over the arch, which would be awesome. You can see I've got some basil and then some other tomatoes over there. But that's it. Love the basil. But anyway, we're over here and we're having a great time, and we just wanted to say thank you so much for watching us. And we had a great time in Florida and with some awesome people. My buddy Courtney from Cape Ann Towing, which is so generous, giving us a place to moor the, to keep the dinghy, and giving us the use of his Jeep. And oh, Courtney's the best, exactly, without a doubt. And then we had so much fun with Sput and Susie. They've taken off. They're the people in Validated. We're still hoping that they might be. we're hoping that they can cross the Atlantic with us, but I don't think their schedule might not line up with ours. They have to get their boat hauled, get some work done, bottom job done, and all that. But you never know. But hopefully they'll cross the Atlantic with us. But even if they do get to the Med, those crazy guys want to go up north, up into the fjords of Norway. You can tell it's crazy. It's freezing up there. I don't want to have anything to do with that. But anyway, that's that. Had a great time in Florida. It's good to be going north, and just wanted to check in, give you a heads up to see what's going on. But and a shout out to Brett and Marissa. Brett was able to hook me up with a missing dinghy wheel that I had in a drunken stupor. I don't know if you saw that video. After Super Bowl Sunday, we came back and only had one wheel left on the back of the dinghy. And so either I had to throw the other one away or buy a whole new set or something like that. And he was working for the company. He goes, oh, I can get you one of those. And he got me one of those. So good on you, Brett. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Say bye.
Bye.
The next day, the wind died, but the work continued. So while we were underway, and while it was such a nice day, Crisalida got back to her bright work. Did a wonderful job. Oh, it makes Paquita so happy and so beautiful. It makes me happy too. But anyway, we're using the All Grips All Wood. It's kind of an expensive thing, but it's been really forgiving. We haven't done this all our lives. It worked out pretty well. Well, it's Thursday afternoon, and we made great time in the Gulf Stream getting this far up. But if you remember, I made a video about this, but I don't know how many of you saw it, but there was a whole bunch of different weather models, and some were saying that the wind was going to be coming right at us when we were around Hatteras, around 20 to 25 knots. And then others were saying it was just going to go by, and that we'd actually have fair wind going through there. So contradictory forecast depending on which model you used. So now that we've left Florida at the 830 bridge in at the 17th Street Bridge in Fort Lauderdale. And so now it's been like 2 days, or no, 3 days. This is the third day now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. And we've made over 200 miles each day. Oh, look at that little thing running around. I don't know what the hell it is. A little thing in the water here. Another little fish. Yeah, little baby flying fish. Microscopic. Yeah, so anyway, since we've been going, as soon as we got 12 miles offshore, the plan that I have for Starlink shuts off, so it won't let us use Starlink when we're more than 12 miles offshore. Now you can get the global one, and I will do that when we cross the Atlantic. The only thing is that when you do that, as soon as you turn it on, every piece of data, whether you're on, whether you're inland or offshore, goes to a 50 gig purchase that you make per month. And so that doesn't, with just this YouTube channel alone, that doesn't really cover those needs, let alone, Crisalida's and mine and anybody else on the cruise needs for downloading, whether it be social media or movies and, podcasts and all those fun things. So what I'll do is when we get ready to go to across the Atlantic, then I'll turn it on, have everybody have downloaded everything, and then we'll use just that 50 gigs for weather and crucial information and tracking and all that sort of stuff to get across. So that's the hope. But what that means right now is that the last weather that was undecided way over that way was 3 days old. So we are going almost 100 miles this way. Well, I think we've got like 70 miles to go now, something like that. So I think we'll be in there around 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight to 2 in the morning. But we'll be going into Cape Fear, Wilmington, what was that? South Carolina? North Carolina? North Carolina, I think. I don't know. Yeah, North Carolina, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. One of the Carolinas. Anyway, there's a couple reasons why I'm doing that. One is I really want to take a look at the weather before, because if I got to hold up, I'd rather hold up when it's nice. Instead of, now that I'm retired, or now that work, crew change isn't an issue, I don't have to soldier on. We can stop and make this a little bit more enjoyable. So once we go this way, there'd be one other place, Cape Lookout, we could go in there But by that time, we're kind of almost committed by that time to get around. So I'd rather go in here, and if the weather looks great, we might even turn around and keep going. But another thing too is I haven't talked to him for 3 days, but 3 days ago, Sput was 2 days ahead of me, and he was headed in here. He had some an engine issue that he had to work out, and he was going to pull in here to avoid some weather. And I think this might be the weather that he was avoiding, because there's like no wind at all. Well, I think there's 2.5 knots of wind right now, so I think that he was avoiding that. If he had engine issues, he didn't want to be without wind. So anyway, we'll get in here and find out if he's still around. And it's always nice to hang out with Sput and Susie from Damage Control Sailing. But if we get in and the weather's good, we'll just come right back out and around and keep it. You know, once I get 12 miles off the coast, I'll be able to, the Starlink will start working again, and that's when I'll be able to run the weather models and find out how it looks and get a plan. If it means we stay here for 2 or 3 days, we stay here for. And you know what? If I had to, I could get in here and get in the ICW and take the Intercoastal Waterway all the way up to Norfolk, where I'm going to meet the Chief Keith anyway. So I could do that. I just don't really want to do that. You know, it's an offshore boat. We've done the ICW once. That was really fun to say that we've done it. And it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I prefer it out here. And the other thing too is that when we're in the Gulf Stream and we can make 200 miles a day, or when we're not in the Gulf Stream, we make 160 miles a day if the weather's good. I usually make 40 to 50 miles a day in the ICW because you know, we don't usually run at night there. I know that commercial traffic does and that sort of stuff, and I think there are some recreational guys that do as well, but I think generally everybody runs daylights there, so I figure that's what I'd do too. But anyway, it was so nice here. Crisalida's I've been working putting lines together for the boat. I have a big spool of poly deck that I've been putting stuff together with, and Crisalida's been doing some teak work. And she's laid down for a little while, and I figured I'd just come up here and enjoy everything, and it is so beautiful. I'm going to check in and show you how that water looks. It looks so magical and blue. All right, that's it. El mar es un cristal.
Sí, está bien cura el agua.
Ay, so cute. Ay, so cute.
Ah, me gusta correr con Paquita. Ah, te gusta correr con Paquita. ¿Sí? ¿Sí? ¿Te gusta? ¡Ay, qué lindo, mi amor! ¡Ay, qué bello, baby! ¡Ay, ay, ay, qué bien! ¿Te gusta correr con Paquita? ¿Ah? Sí,
Hey, I just want to take a second to thank all of you guys for watching. We're trying to get things going here. The things are cooling down on the 10B at Sea channel and hopefully heating up on this channel. So we'll leave you with some happy dolphins here as we go headed up towards, ultimately up towards Rhode Island. So the plan is that we're going to get to Rhode Island just because I have friends in the base there, and that's where I used to live. And that's where we'll provision the boat and get the crew on board and get everything ready. And then it's going to be up to Chris Parker. He's our weather router. And when he says go, we should go. I don't know when you're going to see this, but I think it's going to be before the 23rd of May. But anyway, stick with us. We're going to cross the Atlantic and go up to the Azores, and then from the Azores, we'll go to Gibraltar. We've got a whole bunch of time in the Mediterranean. So come on over. We hope you guys enjoy these videos. You will see what we know in the comments. Something you want me to shut up about, you can do that too. All right, you guys take care. Be safe as always. I'll see you on the